Okay, guys, here's the thing. I'm currently reading The Wicker King for the Buy Book Club's live stream at the end of the month. Go watch that. I think we're on Emily's channel this time. I don't remember. But as y'all know, I don't do videos for the ones that we read for the book club because we live stream it, so you can see my opinions there. And the book that I was gonna read for this video, I DNF'd because I don't really give a fuck. So you know what that means. It's time for a rapid fire book tag. But first, if you're new here, my name is Logan and I'm the Bi Book Boy. I'm a chaotic bisexual. I read books. I haven't done that intro in over a month, so I figure I should introduce myself because I gained like 100 subscribers since the last time I've done that. So, hi, thank you for joining. It's the summer solstice, so what am I doing today? The mid-year freakout tag, because I actually read enough books this year to warrant one of these things. My official goal was one book a week, which is like, I think that's 50. I don't know how many ever weeks there are in a year, 50, 52-ish. And I have read 36. So we're halfway there. My favorite book I have read this year would be Trader Joe's Owned My Life. It's a tie between Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe and Anxious People by Frederick Backman. Both of these books are fucking incredible, to put it academically. And they made me cry, which I admit is not hard, but they made me cry a lot. They made me reevaluate things about my life, which is also not hard, but they made me do it more than often. And they really, like, both of these really capture both the atmosphere of just like being a queer person and also just human life in general. So it was really good. They're both like really good character studies, and you know I am a sucker for a fucking character story. Next, new release that I cannot wait to read. Well, the most recent on my list of anticipated reads is Lord of Eternal Light by Ben Alderson, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but it's gay, about a vampire and a witch. And if you know anything about me, two things that I will drop anything for: gay vampires, gay witches. The other one for this that I just bought this today. I'm super excited about it. It's a new release, but it's not like it's already released. Is The Invisible Life of Addie Larue by V.E. Schwab. I saw somebody else talk about this on YouTube, and it sounded like it would make me cry, and I'm ready to cry. You guys, I skipped question 2. Best sequel of the year: Mr. Impossible by Maggie Stiefvater. Also, Call Down the Hawk. That is because these books revolve around my number one emotional support gay character, Ronan Lynch and Adam Parrish, and I just love them so much. Question number 4. The most anticipated release this year is The Redemptor by Jordan Fueco, which is the sequel to The Raybearer by Jordan Fueco. This book was the first advanced reader's copy I have ever received. Jordan Fueco used to be a regular at the cafe I used to work at, and she is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. And this book got me back into fantasy, and I have been waiting with bated breath since this time last year to read the sequel, and I cannot. I'm so excited. What was the biggest disappointment of the year, which, funny enough, isn't any of them that I DNF. Line of Beauty by Hollinghurst is probably the most disappointed I've been, just because this book was like really hyped up to me, and I also chose this book to read in the gay book club that I'm in. That's not like an internet thing, and I just like, I read so many things on the internet about this being like a beautiful, romantic, classic LGBT book that like everyone must read, that's like part of the canon. And what did I get? Two-dimensional characters, villainization of women and really blatantly fetishizing and tokenizing people of color. It was so not what I wanted. Alan Hollinghurst, please don't sue me. Biggest surprise of the year. Well, if you watched one of my recent readathons, Mare over at Mare Reads convinced me to read the Selection series. And as a person who had never watched The Bachelor until this season, and just is a raging feminist, I wasn't expecting much from these books, and I really enjoyed them. I had a good time. Now, are there problems with this series? Oh, yes. But for the time they were written in, I would say they're actually quite feminist. There are some quotes in here that made me break down sobbing. And while Maxon is not the best character in the world, and I really wasn't a fan of him, he still owns me. Body and soul. Favorite new author. This is new to me. New this year, Frederick Backman. Or Taylor Jenkins Reid. Or Ben Alderson. Yeah, that too. I don't know. I can't decide these things. Newest fictional crush. This year specifically, because Adam and Ronan own my soul and will forever be my favorite fictional crushes. But this year, there's 3 specific people. Both Jesper and Wylan from Six of Crows. Oh, and Nina from Six of Crows. Because I just... Inej and Kaz too, the entire Crows gang, we'll just say that. And also Cameron from The Lost Mage by Ben Alderson. For those of you who haven't read this, go read it. Those of you that have read this book, don't judge me. Yes, I will unpack that choice in therapy later, but I will not be taking judgment from anyone. He is hot and he fulfills my Raylo fantasies. Thank you. Most favorite character? Evelyn Hugo, immediately. We read this for, we read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo for the Buy Book Club as well. I don't remember if this was on my channel or not. It might have been on Emily or Kelsey's. I think it was probably Kelsey's. But yeah, this is the definition of a badass bisexual. And this story broke me in every way possible. And I would like to grow up to be this Evelyn Hugo right here. So yeah, I think we all would like to grow up to be Evelyn Hugo. My leg is asleep. Book that made me happy. Oh my god, where is it? A book that made me really, really happy is This Is How It Always Is by Laurie Frankel. This was the first book that I read this year, and it's still one of my favorites that I read this year. The sheer wonderful exploration of gender and the fluidity of gender, and then also just parenting in this book. I'm gonna start crying again. Everyone needs to read this book, and I will not stop talking about it ever. Thank you. Most beautiful book I own. Oh god, that I bought this year. The most beautiful book I bought this year. Story-wise, I'm saying This Is How It Always Is by Laurie Frankel, just because, again, read this fucking book. Cover-wise, I'm gonna say The Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. Although I technically didn't buy this book this year. I got it as an AR, an advanced reader's copy last year. But yeah, books I have to read by the end of this year. Anything that I haven't done a video on, because I do single book reviews of, or reading vlogs of every single book I read, except those for the Buy Book Club. And I have a long list of TBR, but I will not publicly commit to any of them because I have commitment issues and I often change plans halfway through. So, any of them. If you enjoyed this video, thanks for sticking around and helping out. And if you want more chaotic bisexual content, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get my videos whenever I decide to post them. These meringues are so good. This has been the Buy Book Boy. I'm saying bye.